I had known Steven Spielberg for a long time up to this point, and we were talking about the film real early on when I was writing the script, and I said, I want a classical score. I want the corn-gold kind of feel about this thing. It's an old-fashioned kind of movie, and I want that grand soundtrack that you used to have on movies. And he said, the guy you got to talk to is John Williams. He did Jaws. I love him. He's the greatest composer ever lived. You've got to talk to him. And so I did. And it was really Steven who introduced us and recommended him. I talked to him and said, okay, he was interested. So he did it, and he's a dream to work with. He's a most wonderful collaborator. I had written it to certain pieces of music. I write to music. So when I'm writing a scene, I have the music there, and I'm writing it to the music. And then, in a lot of cases, we'll use that same music as a temp track. So there was temp tracks of classical music in the score. And with Johnny, you can say, look, I want something that feels exactly like this. You understand the emotion here and the emotion there and what's going on. He said, yeah. And then he will take that and he will come up with his own composition and his own themes, which are uniquely, Star Wars themes in this case. But he'll give it that same emotional thrust that was in the classical piece. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's really conscientious in trying to get the director's vision on the screen.
That's quite a view.
Yes, it is. Quite a view.
One of the great thrills is to go in after you've cut the movie and you've done all the work and you think it's working and stuff, and suddenly you go into the scoring stage and the composer strikes up and the orchestra starts and the movie comes alive.
One of the essential things about the film to me was the fact that it was fun and didn't take itself too seriously, and the way Richard had directed it, and particularly the way Chris and Margot had played the parts, that it had an almost kind of theatrical camp, if you like, to it, that didn't take itself too seriously, and that if one could strike a level of theater and sleight of hand and tongue-in-cheek in the creation of the themes, that it might be the right idea.
When somebody that has the command musically that he has gets with 100-piece orchestra and starts to go, it's just so thrilling. I mean, when you have a great score for a movie, it just brings everything to life.
The day we went into a recording studio and we ran the opening credits, and as Superman came on the screen, I swear to God, if you listen carefully, it literally, the music speaks the word. screwed up his take because I just ran out on the floor yelling, "Genius, genius, fantastic!" You know, the orchestra applauded him and everything. But it was, if you listen, you can actually hear the music say the word.
The hero theme, which is Superman himself, which is made up of several parts, is kind of a fanfare. Each time he opens his shirt, you get this sort of three-note Superman musical motif that precedes the exposure of his shirt. So that if he's going through a revolving door, the music, whatever the 6 or 8 seconds preceded that, we established a kind of modus operandi that each time he revealed the shirt, there was this musical, balletic preparation.
John Williams is a master, as he's proved time and again, with big scores and small scores and epic scores and delicate little piano scores. Fantastic.
I tried to have the music constructed in such a way that it would be heroic and big and operatic, but not take itself seriously.
John is the most important collaborator I've ever had in my career. He's made me look good. He's made my films look better. I get a lot of credit, but it really should be going to John. Johnny does make a contribution that goes right to your heart. A lot of the contributions of my other collaborators are subliminal. You don't really single them out for credit. Although without them, the film wouldn't have the impact, some of the films wouldn't have the impact that they have. But John certainly has the most considerable impact because his music immediately bypasses the brain, goes right to your heart. And that's the way it's always been. He's an amazing talent.
Wolfgang, Wayne, Wolfgang.
Jakob, Wegenbaum. Wegenbaum, Ludwig, Jakob, Nacha. Yes? Necha.
Nathan, that's right. And Wolf. How many?
600.
More. You can do the same thing I'm doing. You might even make money at it.
I don't know.
Come on, Julius. I know about the extra food and clothes you get them paid for out of your own pocket. If we make a combined approach, we could get more than 4,000 out, mine and yours.
Pascal.
We could relocate them in something like safety in Moravia.
I don't know. How many cigarettes have you smoked tonight?
Too many.
For everyone you smoke, I smoke half.
I've done all I can.
I will not accept that.
No, Oscar, I can't do
I
any
will
more.
not accept that.
No.
How many?
850, give or take.
Give or take what, Stern? Give or take what? Count them. How many? That's it. You can finish that page.
What did Gert say about this? You just told him how many people you needed and you're not buying them. You're buying them, you're paying him for each of these names.
If you were still working for me, I'd expect you to talk me out of it. It's costing me a fortune. Finish the page and leave one space at the bottom.
absolute good. The list is life. All around its margins lies the gulf.